And welcome back to Paddling Pool. This is the last round of best of 3, and we'll watch Uprising versus MYDA. Two very good teams. We are now in top 8, I believe, and only the best of the best are left standing. And we will start with Rainmaker on the Humpback Pump Track. So as you can see on the bracket right now, Breeze Forfeit is already in the semi-final and waiting for the winner of that game. Chili Boy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you, Pat. Please forfeit being please forfeit and just speed running tournaments. Also, apologies, chat. British people cannot read. I was looking at Triton Cup maps and standings before, so this is best of 3, can confirm, and then we'll be getting into best of 5s with counter picks. But Humpback Rainmaker. All I can think about is a traumatic time in the early Splatoon 2 meta where it was quad tri-slosher hell. So that affects my feelings on this map mode a lot.
Still.
There's one.
There's only one. I mean, it's still such a good map for sloshers and such a good map for specials overall, because there is so much space to paint stuff, and you can do the best. Use so much specials on this map, and both teams are gonna go and try to get that going, and you can be happy the tri-slosher is already down.
Indeed, I'll accept just the one, but I'm eyeing up Uprising here with a Hydra. You see heavy or ballpoint way more than you see Hydra, but I can understand wanting a massive range on a map like this, and the Booyah is so clutch, and look at that as we talk about that. Booyah finishing off 2 of them, allowing a nice opportunity here for Uprising to get some of mid ready. Este with the Zuka, but getting fired up by that before they could whip it out. Yaru managing to assert dominance there before Uprising could get that momentum. And it's been a messy first minute. It's just constant Zukas, Pat.
Yeah, neither team really getting anything so far, but MYDA 3 players down, and Uprising are going to look to be on the attack again. It's just you're trying to keep things from happening, and right, like both teams both teams are so good at shutting down everything the other team does, but that's all they're good at.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Like, no one can quite get anything going, but they can really smoothly defend. You normally see the way around. Normally teams are good at aggression and bad at defense, but MYDA here doing what they can. That was a nice squid roll during all those hitboxes to not only get the checkpoint, but look at this wipeout. So this is a big push coming in for MYDA here. Uprising on the back foot, scrambling out of spawn here to make something happen, but MYDA get the pop again. And they're constantly just trying to pick this thing up and get some more points, but it looks like now Uprising getting the control they need to force the remaining plays to back off. But that is a nice push there. That puts a bit of pressure on Uprising now to really get something cooking.
Yeah, it took 2 minutes, but MYDA finally found the way to get something going, and now Uprising have to get the checkpoint of their own, and it's just the charger on the side of MYDA. Uprising are going to get the checkpoint, and they are going to advance, move forward. If that inkjet is not picked up, that could be very good for them.
Wow.
Whoa!
Yeah. Hold on a minute here, because we have Uprising. They've got the play advantage. They're getting popped. The MYDA are trying to get back into position, but they've lost the slosher machine, and the Zuka is forcing more picks here. So there is not a path. You need a path for your Rainmaker to push, and that has meant that they have flailed and only managed to push to 27. The Hydra now trying to cause massive damage with a Soaking Bomb. They are going to get the lead, but that was messy stuff. Constant carnage right now. But Uprising, despite the slightly messy second win there, do manage to take the lead.
And very nice Zuka duel won by Yaru. And right now MYDA, they are looking to attack again, and in a minute, but the dynamic of the game has been the exact opposite of what we saw until then. And right now MYDA looking to get that 5 points lead back.
Yeah, and you know what? Based on how both these teams are playing so far, I could see it happen. Like, you know, both teams have had a wipeout before. They're all very, very good at being coordinated, but that does go for the defensive play, as we can see here with the Hydra aggressing and the Jet falling, but the Rainmaker takes the Jet.
Hydra!
Dario, a secret Rainmaker main, as they also get a trade with the Hydra there. So, interesting position here for MYDA to be in. They do have the opportunity to make something happen, but Uprising preparing to stop that push. They have the Zuka at the ready. They did just lose the Zuka though, and Yaru comes out with their own. So you finish one sentence here, Pat, and the whole game state changes.
Yeah, and it looks like MYDA is looking to get in, and with Bazooka, it looks very good for them. 1 point! Of course it's 1 point! And it's Uprising right now, but MYDA is going to get the lead. There's just 30 seconds, and it's an Uprising now to get a monster push.
MYDA, absolutely incredibly resilient gameplay, just constantly aggressing there to make that happen. That means Uprising are really only going to get one opportunity, but they're not wasting any time, Pat. They're juiced up. 2 players down already. It looks like the ends up here is watching for the back, but the Zuka shots come out, force the Rainmaker into pulling back a bit. They do so, but they're going to be on a timer. They've got 35 seconds on that Rainmaker. They're going to have to make something happen soon, and they have just lost their try. So Uprising in a scary position here. MYDA just waiting patiently. They know the Rainmaker has to come around that corner. The Sniper's got their eye out, looking to pick them out as soon as that happens. Running out of time. They're going to have to move in soon. They have just lost the Zap, but they are denied. Nice, patient defending from MYDA at the end there to secure that win. But what a chaotic exchange.
It was. It's a Rainmaker. That's how it works.
I'm actually out of breath.
Lots of fights and lots of big pushes, and yeah, as you said, both Uprising and MYDA were playing it so patient in the end, but time was on MYDA's side. So Uprising, they could not afford to be patient, and the moment MYDA sees a crack, they just need to throw a frontliner at the Rainmaker and get that final pick that wins the game. That's 1-0 from MYDA. MYDA is 1 game away from semifinals, but Uprising certainly not out of the tournament yet, and we've seen both of these teams be so even matched in that game 1, so back and forth, and a very good map mode to have some back and forth is Museum Zones.
Absolutely. I mean, throughout that game, certainly at the beginning, we saw stellar defensive gameplay from both teams. And then the defensive gameplay started to fall apart because both teams were so good offensively as well. And you are going to need that really balanced, cohesive approach to your gameplay, because the winner of this set will be going on to face Please Forfeit, the absolute bracket demons. But like you say, Pat, Museum Zones, right for back and forth gameplay. The zone being quite hard to cap and hold. It's a massive zone. It is very hard to full lock a team out here, and with Uprising and MYDA both having that resilience and ability to recover and respond to each other's gameplay, I'm expecting this to be another drawn out game that just keeps us on our toes, really.
Yeah, and like, do we want to see the Hydra again? I mean, the Hydra is pretty good for this. I didn't know the Hydra was an option, but it looks like it is. I mean, it worked pretty well.
I mean, it did. The use of Booyah was good. They were doing a great job of being an anchor. And on Humpback, I think that can be quite challenging as the push kind of starts to take form and you have to move in. But the Hydra just has so much downtime between its firing. That's what the risk is. But Lidl is going to hold strong. They did wield it very well. And a range blaster, I believe, is coming out there from Mikey. Also very solid pick, although we don't see it that much at the moment.
Yeah, and ST with the opening gambit is going on full attack mode right now, trying to get that pick and prolong that opening gambit. I think that's at least an extra 30 seconds for ST, so that's already bad. And it looks like MYDA is going to look to get that first control of the zone.
I love the way Uprising, even where them weapons are maybe more generic. Their builds have some things to just keep things fresh and on their toes. Even though MYDA got that first opportunity, Uprising's response wasting no time, only the Charger alive. That was a fantastic recovery.
Yeah, very good recovery, but right now Uprising is deep in there, gets punished though. That lead is so small, it really doesn't matter, and MYDA is just jumping in. So cool to see a range blaster doing things and getting there.
Yeah, Mikey being able to battle some really nice burst hitboxes between the wave breaker placement and their range blaster there, which can reach so much of the map. That poor splatter shot being tagged and cornered. There was no escape for you. And here we go, Pat. This is what we expected to see with two teams of this caliber. Constant trading of the zones. This might be a match to watch back, folks, in terms of learning how to retake when you're under pressure.
Yeah, and both of his team are looking to do exactly that. But the time is ticking for MYDA right now. They are still scoring points, and even though Uprising have their players there, they have to wait because MYDA stays in control, and that tri-strike is going to give them more of the zone. And right now, MYDA, they have everything going. They could go to semi-finals right here, right now, if Uprising doesn't do something fast.
The range blaster pick for MYDA has been so effective at forcing Uprising into difficult positions. Forced Esther to jump out there because they were just completely in disadvantage. But with two players down, best chance Uprising have. The tri-strike comes out to deny them, but they do get the penalty. Pat, Uprising do not want that tournament to end here. That was a good recovery, but they had to expend almost everything they have. Here, though, the Nautilus using the Booyah Bomb for cover. So Uprising here actually managing to take control of MYDA's plat, which you don't do very easily on this map. This is really interesting gameplay from the Nautilus. They're in a very cheeky position right now.
Oh, but Nautilus gets punished by Mikey though. And right now MYDA is looking to get that zone back with numbers advantage. And Mikey gets punished by the Hydra, but the zone is still neutralized. If MYDA just applies penalty right now, this is so good for them. Uprising, they really want to keep that zone. And wait, they're 4 versus 2, and they keep the zone, they start scoring again. And MYDA are going to lose that lead. If they don't do something, things are reversed again.
This zone is such a pain to cap when the enemy team is applying even just slight pressure to it, and we're seeing that in action here. This is going to be hard for Uprising, though. It's 2v4. MYDA are hungry for blood. They needed to take the opportunity, and that was beautiful. As soon as they knew they had the numbers, they had the positional advantage, they wasted no time on that recap, and that's going to keep them alive. And Uprising now, 2 players down. They are running out of time to recover here and stay in this tournament.
Yeah, but Nautilus is staying there, is staying relevant. But the zone is staying blue, and Uprising needs to get that flip as fast as possible. We're in the last minute of the tournament. Uprising is 2 players down again. MYDA is looking to just get rid of that penalty and maybe get the KO right here, right now.
And they're set up very nicely to do that, Pat. They've lost 2 players, they've lost 3 players, so MYDA can assert with a wipeout there. That was beautifully done by them. Uprising's tournament run will end here, and shout outs to Mikey's range blaster there, because I felt every time we saw it, even if they weren't getting picks, they were putting Uprising in just incredibly uncomfortable positions where they just had to retreat.
Yeah, very good play by MYDA. But this is going to be the end of top 8, and we're going to advance to top 4. Yes, we will be in best of 5 with counter pick from now on in the tournament. MYDA will get to meet Please Forfeit, and we'll see what team gets to fight Octopi, who qualified for the other semi-final.
Octopi are one to watch, I'm telling you, man. They are so unpredictable. Taking out the second seed 2-0, that is not actually that surprising, knowing what Octopi are like when they're on the form. But yeah, stacked tournament, much more action to come. Do stay with us, folks, and we'll be back with you very shortly.